Guys, Junaid here. Today's video is going to be on reel care. Often we have the most expensive item in our fishing gear, which is our fishing reel. It's generally more expensive than rods and any other tackle you have, so something that we need to look after and make sure that we take care of this, because if you have a reel that's not well serviced or well maintained, it can cost you a lot of money and can even cost you to lose a fish. So it's something that anglers use every fishing expedition. Whether it's you're just going to have a couple of throws or the whole weekend or something, if you don't have a reel, you can't fish. So the first thing you do when the most important aspect of taking care of your reel is, once you get home from fishing, your trip is done, you remove your reel from your rod, and the first thing you do is you rinse it with warm water. So just take your reel and open some warm water and make sure you rinse it with warm water from all different angles. So there might be some dirt or grime and stuff. Before you start oiling or doing anything, it's very important just to remove the salt water. Get it over with from different angles, reel it a few times. Just get the salt water off your reel. Once you complete that, you can take a cloth and just wipe your reel. First, wipe it and then wind it a few times and wipe it again. So once you wind it, from all the small components, water starts getting released. You can wipe it until it's dry. The second aspect, once you complete your washing of your reel with warm water, is you can use, I personally like using a special fishing tackle protector. It has a nozzle on it, and you can just start oiling a few points. So the first thing you do is, you have your spool of your reel. You may loosen your drag knob from your reel, and you remove your drag knob. So you can remove your drag knob, and you can, in fact, just take it off. So you have something, and it's not all reels are the same, but generally with our grinder reels, we have a spool and a drag knob. So these drag knobs contain, in fact, a lot of components. They are always being used once we wind. So just to apply some oil inside, not a lot. When you're applying oil, don't fill the oil up. Just give it a few sprays, and you can just leave it in, and you leave this one side. So you can thereafter remove the spool of the reel. Remove the spool. Spool is this aspect here. It has a lot of different components inside and out. So you can use, maybe I like using some tissue paper just to wipe out all the grime here. And also, you find from both sides, just spray a few times in it, front and back, let it dry out. You then observe your reel from the inside. You look at to remove any grime that's inside. Maybe you're wading, maybe it was windy, there's a lot of grime that can come inside. If you don't remove this grime, that grime can go inside the reel. When you wind it, it can cause your reel to seize or have some major issues later on. So it's very, very important you wipe off all grime and remove the sand. You'll see this reel winds along this area here. So what you can do is, you can take your spray and you can spray this part that goes up and down. Make sure this is lube at all times, because as you're winding, this part here moves up and down. So you can just spray this part, and thereafter you can put your reel back on. Make sure the spool goes straight down, and you can put your drag knob. But a tip is, if you want to, for these grinder reels, don't tighten them to the extreme. The drag washers can get squashed, can be bad for your reel. Keep them a bit loose. The next part in which I oil is this part here, where the braid goes out. It's one of the most used part in our reel. Make sure this is wiped, it's clean, and you can just spray some oil here. Always when we're casting, we use the bail arm. So this part must be oiled on either side. You just spray into this part and here, and make sure that is always lube and is clear. We have some different parts on the bail arm to keep these parts in order. Just make sure you put one spray here and one spray here. We move on into the handle of the reel. These reels, they continuously moving, so this part also has it's always been used, so make sure you just spray some oil into this part. Yeah, and thereafter you can remove this part of the handle, spray it in so it's in order. If you wish to change the handle from left to right, it's okay. And then you can just take a cloth, you can spray your tackle protector and just wipe it along so it takes out all grime, keeps it in good working order. And yeah, keep your reel in a dry place. You can keep it in a dry place, make sure it's not dropped or anything, but these reels, once you drop them, the bearings move off and the shaft can get bent. It's not good. So yeah, these are just some of the basic tips that we use for maintaining well, my tips are used for maintaining my reel. Yeah, it can last you a long time if you look after your reel, and probably every season you give these reels a major service, send it to someone professional, because it's just not an easy process to open these reels. Have it oiled, and yeah, you'll keep your reels maintained for a long time. Short guys, I hope this video helped you, and yeah, looking forward to doing more videos. Thanks so much.